March the 28th, 2020. I have never been more bullish on Bitcoin, but that isn't a trading plan. So if you're watching this video and you're looking for tips on what Bitcoin might do next, make sure you have the entire trading plan under your belt before you're jumping in to swim. Go to the website, download the free webinar. It's 27 minutes long, and it comes with a study guide to help you understand the 5 stages of the trade. Then you'll be more prepared to make use out of this video channel as well. Before I jump into Bitcoin, I want to go over the bull market watch first and foremost. While the entire economy is in trouble, there are going to be sections of the economy that may do better than others. Our job isn't to determine what the future is, but to be prepared for when that bull market actually starts. And when it starts, we're going to see things go into alert status and then into hold status in sequence. We're going to watch this green line increase and the red line go back down. We see a significant change here overnight where a whole bunch of the near fail coins have moved up into neutral stance. Many other coins are moving right up very close to being in alert stance right now in our bull market watch. And if you haven't seen those videos, be sure to click on the link down below, and I'll have a link over to the bull market watch videos so that you can get in-depth reports on what is coming up with the altcoins right now. Don't look the other way. This isn't a time to get discouraged. All right, let's jump into Bitcoin. Now let's jump into the relative strength index and take a look at what's going on here. I think we're going to have a whole bunch more of this, a lot of sideways here, but we're going to be going up. And of course, I could be wrong. So what I want to do is to zoom in and to map it out. Exactly where am I wrong and why was I wrong? So when this breaks below these levels, that's kind of bearish. We are making a bear flag here for sure. And prices absolutely could be coming back and retesting these levels as a normal retest and building a 1, 2, 3 formation that's going to be big enough for the 12-hour exponential moving averages to cross over. Let's jump into the 12-hour time frame, and you can see our EMAs have not crossed positive yet. We're still hanging out, waiting for that to break above these levels. Now that the RSI has pulled back, I want to watch what's going on right at this edge, but on a shorter time frame. Now, when I get into the 4-hour time frame, it's pretty good, but when I go into the 1-hour time frame, here's more of a story for me. We've got these alerts coming to our Discord chat, automated from TradingView. So every time that we get one of these indicators that we study on this channel, when it comes and gives us an alert, we get that automated over on our Discord channel. These are free alerts that you can get. So we were getting this 1 hour oversold quite a few times here through the last couple days or day and a half. And we can see this is a very oversold condition for the 1 hour, yet we are at higher prices. Putting that together with a yet closer view of this, and we are seeing a 1, 2, 3 formation on a very small time frame and a larger 1, 2, 3 formation setting up here. So should this RSI continue up higher and we break above these levels, don't doubt it. Don't second guess this and think that it's a fake out and going to be coming back. I don't think it's going to be. I think this is going to be our next stage up. And the reason is, overall, in the long-term picture, we are going into hyperinflation over the next couple of years because of the unlimited US dollar being printed right now. All of the other world's economies all went down in dollar value against the US dollar value recently, and then they printed unlimited US dollars. That's a lot of money. That's all going to turn into gold, silver, and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies that are actual, real, measurable things that you can assign a value to. I could be wrong. But anyway, as this 1, 2, 3 bottom formation fails out, that's when the trading plan actually overrides my opinion and my thinking. So don't trade by somebody else's opinion. Get that trading plan so you have specifics. So some of the specifics that I like in this is the way this reversal happened here compared to the dump. This kicked a lot of buying right into the market as we came up. So we may settle back down and shake out a whole bunch more. Right there is a big liquidity grab. And we'll see that the shorts are increasing. That may be what's setting up for us right now. But I think this is a major bottom, and we're going to continue on. Let's zoom in. Daily time frame, I want to see the nature of this dumping and watch it as we get into the closer time frames mostly. So the 4 hours showing less buying as we go across this top, which is weakness generally. So let's zoom in and just map it out what's going on the 1 hour time frame. really need to see this kicking up into volume one way or the other as this is setting up. We got that microscopic 1, 2, 3 as we have these higher lows going on here, but we don't have the volume kicking in yet. So this is something that I'd watch on the 15-minute time frame. I'd have this zoomed in, and I'd just be watching to see what is the volume doing as the prices are coming up. If they're coming up like this and it's on weak volume, see this weaker volume here on the higher low, then I'm not trusting it as much. It's probably going to pull back and be a mean reversion on some time frame. The MACD indicator weekly can cross positive and we go sideways for a long time. So it's not a really powerful indicator right now until it starts breaking above these ranges one way or the other. On the daily time frame, I am liking that we have this cross going on. This is what we were watching for as we were coming down. As soon as we broke this top, we were watching for this to cross positive. I thought we were catching it here, but no, sir. Now we've got this, but it doesn't really mean that we're going to be going up. We're going to have a lot of sideways and a lot of pain action, I believe, from this position before we go up more. The 12-hour time frame, yeah, here we go. As this is crossing negative, this is our oscillation, and it can oscillate quite a bit. As you see through the range, as we're going into a trade, we can see this oscillates quite a bit. So I'm expecting this to be a volatile oscillation with a wide range, which would bring us down to this range if this were to cross over and give us that bullish divergence while we had a double bottom. That would be really good, but in the short term it means that we're probably going to be testing these levels for this to occur. So let's go into the 4-hour time frame, and we see that we do have this kind of a bearish divergence actually filling out here with a loss of momentum at the end. Let's zoom in on the end and see what that momentum looks like. It is catching itself here. So we've got a cross of the 1 hour on this microscopic 1, 2, 3, like we did here, Now we're having it again. So we just have to watch how this plays out and see what do these histograms do as we're breaking out. Do we get that volume and these histograms are growing? You just got to go with it. These are the signs that this has hit a bottom and are moving up. Let's go over to the Ichimoku cloud because we got some good stuff going on here. The daily time frame is not crossing positive yet. We're still bearish. The 12-hour is looking kind of bullish. It had some of the bullish stance signals here, right? The blue crossing above the red is an important one. That we're up into the cloud is good. This needs to cross through everything. It's got a long ways to go. This has to twist positive, and we've got to get ourselves up and bounce off that cloud before the Ichimoku 12-hour is going to be happy with us. Other than that, when this crosses negative, this is a Ichimoku sell signal in the downtrend in the setup right now. So we've got both sides of the setup's potential right here. And if should this come down here, make the double bottom, that would all make sense. It would all work out quite well. Going to the 4-hour time frame, we're watching this crossover now. If this expands the blue away from the red as we're going down, that's confirmation. If that blue crosses up above the red as we are giving some strength here, I like it. That is bullish. So we're right on a very good edge here. Now, the 1-hour time frame is crossed bearish. We broke this trend line. We broke this top formation here. That's bearish. So if we break further, then we're completing larger 1, 2, 3s to the top formation. So the 1 hour has got to come back up and cross blue above red here. We got to twist back positive. Here is the key chart for me. This mean reversion, and oh, I'm going to guess it's right there. Let's zoom back now to see where it is. Pretty close. Not bad. This is the third mean reversion that we had on that weekly Bollinger Band. It's the only time we had bottoms like that. It's the only time we came outside of that third standard deviation. And each time of those three that we did, we went up on an uptrend after a lot of pain sideways. 18 months. Will it be 18 months? I don't think so. I think we're going to race because of the amount of money pouring into the economy's fear. I don't get it, but we're bouncing off key levels. We're making these bottoms. Wicked mean reversion on the weekly. And I'm going to go quickly past the dailies so that we're watching to see if we're passing this midline. Going to the 12-hour time frame, we see the bands are narrowing down. Very good. We do have the continuation pattern that is a potential to be a bear flag. It potential to be a 1, 2, 3 top formation with an exhaustion wick right there. And it is the potential for our big mean reversion bottom and a gathering of steam and just a bunch of crap in between now and going up. the main thing for me is to go into the 4 hour and compare this mean reversion right now. Just like take a picture of that in your mind, and then we go to the weekly and we look at this mean reversion, clean that up so we can see it. Both of them look like the same. So the 4 hour has given us a mean reversion here, a mean reversion here, and a potential mean reversion here. Each of these mean reversions, I've watched them very, very closely, including this mean reversion here. We did the video on caught this top formation. Did watch this mean reversion here. Every time we're coming outside of the second and third standard deviation, I'm mapping it like crazy. And I'm watching to see what happens inside these candles on a microscopic view. And you can see this zoom in here where we're looking at the relative strength index, but we're looking at the 15-minute time frame and really zoomed in on how this 1, 2, 3 formation is setting up. Then this is the little 1, 2, 3 that we're looking at there with the relative strength index. This little 1, 2, 3 combination is what we're looking at the moment of that 4 hour Bollinger Band mean reversion. So I'm really trying to map this stuff out so that I can tell the difference between a good mean reversion that goes from one mean to the other, or a bad mean reversion that, sticks outside of the third standard deviation and then goes down more. So if this sticks outside and then goes down more, I want to map it out. I want to understand what is happening with all of the other indicators at the same time that the Bollinger Band mean reversion is working or failing. Be sure to head over to the website and sign up for the free training to start with. Then you'll be on the email list so that you get notifications about everything else coming up. Let's take a look at my conspiracy theory here. I've zoomed in on this 15-minute time frame and got a close-up view of it here. And what we're seeing down below is the 15-minute time frame for the longs and the shorts. Now look at this from the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 7th, 8th. Look at how the shorts have increased as we've come down to this level. They're increasing more. So should we slam down, as we've been talking about earlier, and the shorts all take their profits, we'll know that they've done their job, they've manipulated us, and that it's time to be buying. So if you want to follow along with the longs and shorts, be sure to come over to our Discord channel as we're talking our way through these. So in summary, Bitcoin prices have made a very important pillar bottom here. It's an important time to pay attention to what's going on with the price of Bitcoin. As we zoom in on the price as it came down on the March 13th crash, we see the 1, 2, 3 formation. We can see that we have retested that and that we have a series of higher lows as we're building up into a triangle pattern. We've also reflected on the fact that the shorts have really increased through this little period of sideways movement here, and we'll watch closely what happens with these shorts as the prices start to move. Should we start to break up higher and we see these shorts getting squeezed and being broken with lots of liquidations, prices are really going to blast in a huge Bart Simpson. And so the two scenarios I see possible right now are that these shorts really are going to move the market and dump us down, or these shorts were all wrong and we're going to start to break out higher than this in a Bart Simpson move. They're going to get liquidated and it's going to push us very much higher in a quick succession from here. If you've been following the bull market watch for a while and this is something you would like to have working for you on your behalf rather than you have to do all the work, be sure to check out our new signal providers over on Zignally. You can hook up and have this bot take care of the trades on your Binance account on your behalf. That's it for this episode. Good luck in all of your Bitcoin trading.